Hello everyone, today I'm back with a video with a really exciting announcement, at least for me. Like, I'm very excited about this announcement. And this is a read-along announcement for the Stormlight Archive. Those of you who know me know that I absolutely love Brandon Sanderson. He is my favorite author, and so I want to reread the Stormlight Archive in anticipation for the fifth and final book in this installment of it to come out at the beginning of December this year, 2024. I am beyond excited for this book to come out. I am really looking forward to rereading the Stormlight Archive, and so I wanted to read along with some of you, have discussions about it as we go, kind of talk about predictions that we think might happen in the fifth one, put together Cosmere connections, and just overall kind of chat about the series because I absolutely love it. I'm also going to be joined by some friends of mine that also are wanting to reread the Stormlight Archive or read it for the first time this year. So we're going to be doing live shows for each of the books. One of the people that I'm actually going to be working with does primarily TikTok, which I haven't really collaborated with before, honestly, but I really like her content. We have similar tastes, and she also wanted to do a Stormlight read along with like her page on TikTok, and so I thought it'd be fun to do it together. She has created a Fable book club to discuss the books as we read them, and so I will link her like Fable book club down below if you want to join that one as well, because for my read along I will be keeping it pretty much on track with hers and kind of structured that way so that we'll be having live shows around the same time. She'll be doing her live shows on TikTok, and she'll be joining me on my channel here to do some live chats about these books as well. So there's a lot of options, but I also am going to create channels in my Discord if you would like to go over and chat about these books over there as well. That is probably where I am going to be the most active. I'll be trying to do a little bit of both on Discord and Fable, but I am really planning on being pretty active on this Discord during these rereads of these books, so that's where I will mostly be chatting. I know I haven't used my Discord all that much, but I think that's going to be like the best way for us to have discussions about it, and I will like open up the different books as we go through them so we can discuss there. And also, if you didn't notice, I am wearing my Dragonsteel sweatshirt for this video. It seemed very fitting because I of course will be going to Dragonsteel this year for the release of the next book. So let's kind of talk about the plans and which books we're going to be reading when. We are obviously going to be starting with The Way of Kings. This is the first book. They are all chunky. If you are not aware of that and this is your first time reading them, these are thick books. So we're going to be giving a decent amount of time between the reads. Now, I don't have firm dates for the live shows. I'll put those out like a little bit closer to those times. But this book, we're going to be starting now at the beginning of January, and the anticipated finish date will be in mid-March, around March 15th. So that gives a lot of time to read this if you want to take your time with it, or if you are going to have more time in different months. Kind of gives you a little bit more time to work it in on your schedule. So The Way of Kings obviously is the first one that's going to be read, and that will be from now until March 15th. Then the next one, of course, is Words of Radiance, the second book in the Stormlight Archive, and that one will go until May 30th. We're also, of course, going to be reading the novellas that are in between the different books in the Stormlight Archive because they do have important content in them. If you haven't read them before, I definitely would recommend reading them if you're doing this read along with us. And so we're going to throw an Edge Dancer after Words of Radiance, and this is going to be about 2 weeks, so it's going to go until June 15th. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do full live shows for the novellas or if I'm just going to combine them with the next book in the series, but I will let you know. Next up is Oathbringer, and this one is going to go through August 30th. Then we have Dawn Shard, which is the novella after Oathbringer, and this one's going to go through September 13th. And the final book that is out at this time is Rhythm of War, and this is going to go through November 30th. So we will have finished all of the books in time to read the new one when it comes out. It's actually coming out on a weekend, which is quite unusual, and Brandon Sanderson did talk about this at Dragonsteel this year, where he said that he feels like his fans are going to support him no matter when he releases them. He knows that Tuesdays are usually the release dates, and that's just like something in publishing that they do, but he wants to make his conference longer this year. He wants to make it a 3-day conference. So the conference this year is going to be a 3-day conference starting on December 5th. So it'll be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday conference. And the 5th book in the Stormlight Archive, Winds and Truth, is going to come out on December 7th, a Saturday. So just those of you who haven't gone to the conference before, this is essentially put on by Brandon Sanderson's team, his company Dragonsteel, and they put this conference on. They invite a lot of different authors to come there. There's a lot of panels. It's a ton about Brandon Sanderson stuff, but there are definitely other authors and people there as well. Like this last year, I met Christopher Paolini. I met, well, Michael J. Sullivan was supposed to be there, but he was sick. So I met his wife and daughter, which that was really cool too. Sorry, I had to go look at the authors. Wesley Chu was there. Marie Brennan was there. There are actually a lot of popular authors there, plus some lesser known ones. So, sorry, this isn't like an advertisement for the conference, just kind of giving you an idea. But at the conference, they have, at least for the last 2 years, released the book the evening before. So you can actually get the book before its release date, which is exciting. So I will be getting it Friday night at the conference. I'm definitely going. Very excited for that. So that is the plan. I will put down in this description a little bit more of a breakdown of which sections of the book we will be reading at which time. So it's a fairly structured read along. But again, if you don't want to stick with the structure of it, you can binge the book whenever you want within that time frame, or you can just like read it in preparation for the live shows, kind of whatever suits you the best. I also am hoping to squeeze in a couple other Cosmere books throughout this. I want to read The Sunlit Man and Yumi and the Nightmare Painter before, because I think those are two of the only books I have left in the Cosmere. I would have to go look and make sure, but I think I've read pretty much everything else besides those two, and so I would like to fit those in as well. So if anyone else wants like channels of those two books, or even any other Cosmere books that you'd like to add on there, I can definitely do that as well. So just let me know anything you would like added onto the readathon. But as of this time, we'll be doing live shows over here. I will link Margaret's Fable down below. I'll also link her TikTok if I can figure out how, because I've never done that. So you can go check her out as well. I really enjoy her book recommendations. She reads a lot of fantasy books. And I will also link Discord down below, and I will be adding channels for these books in this read along. So if you would like to join me, I would absolutely love that. I'm very excited to talk about the Stormlight Archive as we read it in anticipation for the final book coming out. I know a lot of other people are also doing rereads of this, so if you want to like add in the comments or add on Discord suggestions of other people who are doing a read along so people can have more discussions, I am 100% open to that. I encourage that. I just want like everyone who's excited about this series and for this release to just show their excitement. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please ask them down below. I've never done a read along this structured before, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I can't wait to reread these books with you all, or read them with you for the first time. I would love to hear your thoughts if you are reading for the first time. My husband is reading for the first time right now, and I'm so jealous. I wish I could go back and read the series again with like fresh brain, not knowing anything. Anyways, thank you all. I hope to see some of you joining in the read along, and even if you're not rereading, if you just want to have discussions because you've read them before, 100% open to join in on that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you at the live shows and in the Discord. Bye.